Welcome back. Please like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Daily Scoop. Jamie, have you noticed how much things cost lately?
Oh, Alex, don't even get me started. It feels like my wallet is getting lighter every day.
Exactly. And it seems many Americans agree with us. We've got some new poll numbers about President Trump's handling of the economy.
Right. A recent poll by PBS News, NPR, and Marist shows that more Americans are unhappy with how President Trump is managing the economy than ever before.
Wow, it's a big change. 57% of people now disapprove of his economic work. You know, that's his lowest approval rating on this issue.
Yes, and only 36% think he's doing a good job. This really shows a major shift in public opinion.
Absolutely. And it's not just the economy in general. The poll says people are worried about the high cost of living, like groceries and rent and healthcare expenses.
Exactly. 7 out of 10 Americans say the cost of living in their area is too high. Even many Republicans and independent voters feel this way.
So there's a lot of economic worry, and it's making people feel less hopeful. 57% actually feel more negative about the year ahead.
You know, President Trump has said he wants to control prices, but he also called these concerns a con job by Democrats.
Yeah, and that's interesting, because some Republicans, like Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, actually disagree with him. She pointed out record credit card debt as a sign of trouble.
Right. Since the Republican Party controls the White House and Congress, it's quite difficult for President Trump to blame others for these economic problems.
Very true. It's a tough situation for sure. Hey everyone, and welcome back to our quick news update. We have some really big international news to discuss today.
That's right, Alex. Things are getting very tense on the global stage, especially between the United States and Venezuela.
Absolutely. President Trump has just announced a major new step. He's ordered a naval blockade on all sanctioned oil tankers in the region. This means military ships will stop them.
Wow, a blockade? That sounds incredibly serious. What's the main reason for this strong move, Alex?
Well, President Trump says Venezuela's current leader, Nicolas Maduro, is using the country's oil money to fund drug trafficking and other criminal activities. He wants to stop that illegal flow of money.
So it's about putting immense pressure on Maduro. President Trump even warned of severe repercussions, saying they'd be like nothing they have ever seen before, until Venezuela returns what he calls stolen oil and assets.
Exactly. And as you can imagine, Venezuela has responded quickly and strongly. They called the blockade order utterly irrational, saying President Trump is just trying to steal their national wealth.
You know, this isn't just a U.S.-Venezuela issue. It's also causing big discussions within the U.S. Congress. Lawmakers are reportedly split on whether to support these military strikes against vessels.
That's right, Jamie. This military and diplomatic tension is already having real-world effects. For instance, global oil prices have surged quite a bit right after this news broke.
Yeah, it's pretty immediate. Energy stocks in Europe, like major players, BP and Shell, saw their shares climb. It really shows the significant global impact of these decisions, doesn't it?
It certainly does. We're seeing a lot of new tension building up and big potential changes for international trade and politics. It's definitely a situation to watch closely. Hey everyone, welcome back to Tech Talk Trends. I'm Alex.
And I'm Jamie. Alex, have you heard the latest incredible news in the artificial intelligence world this week?
Oh, absolutely, Jamie. It's been buzzing everywhere. We're talking about OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, and a massive deal with Amazon.
That's right. OpenAI is in advanced talks with Amazon for a huge investment. How much money are we talking about here?
Well, get ready. It's over $10 billion. $10 billion. This truly shows the huge scale of the AI industry today.
Wow, that's a huge number. And it's not just money, right? OpenAI would also commit to using Amazon's special AI computer chips.
Exactly. This is smart for Amazon because it gives a big boost to their efforts to make their own custom AI chips. They want to be a top hardware provider for AI companies.
Right. So Amazon gets a big customer for its tech. And for OpenAI, this deal would make their company worth much more, higher than $500 billion. It really highlights what some call the AI bubble.
You got it, Jamie. This isn't just a financial deal. It's a strategic partnership. OpenAI gets better access to powerful hardware for models like ChatGPT, making them faster and more efficient.
And for Amazon, getting OpenAI as a customer for its cloud services and chips means they're at the heart of next-gen AI development. It's a true win-win, connecting software and hardware even more.
Absolutely. This is a huge development for AI. We'll keep an eye on it. Thanks for tuning in to Tech Talk Trends.
Thanks, everyone.
Tech Tsunami, AI breakthroughs and big launches. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Future Forward. Jamie, what a week for technology, right? December 17th sounds like it was an absolutely massive day for new product launches.
Absolutely, Alex. It was a total tech explosion, especially in the world of artificial intelligence. First up, Meta launched something super interesting called Sam Audio. It's an advanced AI model specifically designed for audio editing.
Wow, advanced AI for audio editing. So what does this new tool do exactly? Can it make my podcast sound perfect automatically, separating my voice from background noise?
Well, kind of. It helps content creators precisely isolate and segment specific sounds from audio files. You can simply use text, like remove car noise, or even visually select a sound and it separates it. It offers incredible control for audio engineers, you know?
That's incredible. And speaking of cutting-edge AI, OpenAI also dropped some big news. Their GPT Image 1.5 is out, and it's reportedly 4 times faster for generating images than before. That's a huge speed boost.
Right. Plus, they integrated a brand new images feature directly into ChatGPT. So now, generating amazing pictures is much more accessible and super easy for everyone, not just expert users.
That's fantastic for creators and everyday users. And away from pure AI, Instagram is also launching a TV application for Amazon Fire devices, so we can watch our favorite Reels content on big screens now?
Exactly. More ways to enjoy all that popular video content. And it's not just consumer tech, Alex. Businesses are moving quickly too. Salesforce, for example, actually quadrupled the size of its Stockholm office. This is a strategic move to support the growing need for AI technologies in Northern Europe.
That truly shows how much demand there is for AI solutions in the corporate world. And Lovable, another company, expanded its integration capabilities by adding connectors for tools like Perplexity and Miro. This means developers can build powerful applications that conduct research, facilitate spoken interactions, or even turn visual brainstorms into functional prototypes.
Yeah, it's all about integrating AI across absolutely every platform in business operation, from incredibly precise sound editing to generating stunning images, watching videos, and even how global businesses expand. It's a massive wave of innovation.
Absolutely. The future is definitely here, and it's increasingly powered by AI. What an exciting time to be alive and witness all these advancements in the tech world.
Definitely. These developments are truly reshaping how we live and work.
Hey, Jamie, welcome back to the show. We've got a really important, even a bit concerning story making headlines today.
We certainly do, Alex. It's about a new congressional report that came out, and it's highlighting some big national security worries.
Right. So tell our listeners, what's the main takeaway from this report? What's going on?
Well, in short, the report claims that China is actively exploiting its work with U.S. researchers. And guess what? These researchers get funding from our very own Department of Energy.
Wow. So we're talking about taxpayer money here, potentially helping another country in a way we don't want.
Exactly. The report alleges that these partnerships are giving the Chinese military access to super sensitive nuclear technology and other critical innovations. We're talking about things like nuclear energy, even quantum computing, you know?
That's a huge deal, especially with President Trump's administration being so focused on national security. So this isn't just about science, it has military implications.
Absolutely. It directly impacts both our economic future and our national security. The report stresses that we need to boost our protective measures for high-tech research to ensure our taxpayer-funded work doesn't accidentally benefit Beijing. especially with the growing tech and arms rivalry.
So essentially, they're recommending building a firewall, as they call it, to stop U.S. research from contributing to China's military expansion. What kind of changes are they suggesting?
They want new guidelines for the Department of Energy when it considers funding projects that involve Chinese partnerships. It's all about better safeguarding our scientific work.
That makes sense. It sounds like a complex challenge, how to balance international scientific collaboration with keeping our own country safe.
Precisely. It's definitely a story to keep an eye on.
Welcome back to Business Buzz, everyone. Jamie, have you heard the latest big news from the world of entertainment companies? It's a real corporate drama unfolding.
Oh, absolutely, Alex. Warner Bros. Discovery, or WBD, just made a massive announcement. They said a firm no to an offer from another company, Paramount Skydance.
Right, it's a huge decision. WBD's board of directors actually voted unanimously to reject Paramount Skydance's tender offer, so they said no thanks.
Exactly. The board made it very clear that Paramount Skydance's offer was not in the best interests of WBD or its shareholders. They also said it wasn't a superior proposal, according to their current agreement.
Superior proposal. That sounds important. So they're sticking with their original plan then?
That's right. They're strongly reaffirming their decision to merge with Netflix. They believe the Netflix deal offers superior and more certain value for everyone involved.
Wow, but why turn down Paramount Skydance? What were the big problems?
Well, Alex, it came down to money and risk. The board found Paramount Skydance's offer inadequate. They were especially worried about Paramount Skydance's financial health, their high debt. We're talking really high debt, and not much cash coming in. It just seemed too risky.
So too much risk for WBD shareholders, and there were big financial penalties too, right?
Precisely. If WBD had accepted Paramount's offer, they would have had to pay Netflix a huge $2.8 billion fee for breaking their agreement, and on top of that, another $1.5 billion in financing costs. That's a total of $4.3 billion just to switch deals.
That's an enormous cost, Jamie. It really highlights how complex these big financial decisions are, even for major companies. It makes you think about all the tough economic choices leaders like President Trump's administration have to make every day.
Totally, Alex. It seems WBD is playing it safe and smart, choosing the clearer, more stable path with Netflix. A unanimous decision sends a very strong message about what they believe is best for their future.
And for our listeners, this means the future of many of your favorite movies and shows is still very much tied to a WBD Netflix partnership. Exciting times ahead. Hey everyone, and welcome back to News in a Nutshell. I'm Alex.
And I'm Jamie. We've got some big news today from the United Kingdom.
That's right, Jamie. The UK government is taking a really important step to protect its democracy. They've launched something called an independent review.
Yes, it sounds serious, doesn't it? Basically, they want to investigate how foreign money might be secretly influencing their politicians and elections. It's like checking if someone is cheating in a game.
Exactly. The Housing Secretary, Steve Reed, announced this in their parliament, the House of Commons. He said this kind of interference is a growing threat to British democracy.
And he gave a clear example. He talked about a case where a politician allegedly took money to help Russia, a country accused of doing some very bad things, like hurting people with a special nerve agent. Reed called this a stain on our democracy.
Wow. So it's not just a general idea, but there are real worries. And to lead this important review, they've picked Philip Rycroft. He used to work for the government before.
Right. His job will be to look at all the current rules about money and politics, and then suggest new ways to stop foreign countries from secretly influencing things.
So the goal is to make UK politics safer and stronger against outside manipulation. It's a bit like what other democracies, including the United States under President Trump, also think about: how to keep their elections fair.
Absolutely. And this review isn't the only thing. They're also planning a new elections bill to add even more protections. It shows they're really serious about keeping their political system honest.
It certainly does. A crucial move for British democracy. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Global Insights. We have some truly significant news today regarding Ukraine.
Absolutely, Alex. This is a really important development concerning justice and support for victims of the conflict.
That's right. The Netherlands has officially announced its role as the host nation for the International Claims Commission for Ukraine.
This is a huge step forward. It means people who have suffered damage from Russian aggression in Ukraine can now seek financial compensation.
Exactly. This new commission will be tasked with assessing all the damage claims submitted by Ukrainian citizens, businesses, and even institutions.
So, if your home was destroyed or your business lost money, this is the body that will carefully look at your claim. It's about getting reparations.
And it's part of a bigger three-step process. The first part, the Register of Damage, is already working and has received over 80,000 claims.
Wow, 80,000 claims already? That's a lot of people seeking help. So this new commission is the second important step?
Yes, it is. And the third and final step will be the creation of a compensation fund, which will ultimately pay out the money awarded.
This whole structure makes a lot of sense. It's a complete process, from registering the problem to actually getting financial assistance.
Precisely. This isn't just about money, though. It's also an important international acknowledgement that says, we see your suffering.
It absolutely acknowledges the profound losses and difficulties faced by Ukrainians. It's a historic stride towards justice and accountability.
Agreed. It truly shows a global commitment to helping Ukraine recover and rebuild, a vital step for justice, confirmed in The Hague.
Let's hope this brings real relief and helps Ukraine recover and rebuild stronger. A very positive update indeed.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Tech Talk today. Jamie, have you checked your phone lately? And I mean, really checked it?
Oh, Alex, always. But after reading today's news, I'm feeling a bit nervous, actually. We have some pretty serious information about our online safety to share.
You're absolutely right to feel that way. Apple and Google, two of the biggest tech companies in the world, have just issued urgent cyber threat notifications to users across the globe.
Yes, and they're warning about an alarming increase in activity from what they call state-linked mercenary spyware groups. It sounds very much like something from a spy movie.
Exactly. Both tech giants describe this current wave of digital surveillance as unprecedented, meaning it's worse than anything they've seen before, very sophisticated and widespread.
Wow, that's a strong word. Google specifically warned about a company called Intellexa. They're a sanctioned spyware vendor, meaning they're not supposed to be active, but they are.
Unbelievable, right? And Apple has confirmed sending these threat notifications to users in over 150 countries since 2021. It really shows how global this problem is.
Absolutely. But it's not just Apple and Google. National agencies are seeing big problems too. New Zealand's National Cybersecurity Center, for example, alerted about 26,000 people.
Yes, they warned that their devices might be infected with something called Luma Stealer malware. And just like its name suggests, it's designed to steal sensitive info like your email addresses and passwords.
That's incredibly worrying, especially because some of those compromised details were linked to government agency systems and even bank accounts. Talk about high risk.
Right. And to add to the global concern, Ireland's health service executive confirmed a serious ransomware attack earlier this year. This proves that critical services are prime targets.
So it's clear these cyber attacks aren't just continuing, they're evolving and spreading. It's affecting high-profile groups and everyday users alike.
Exactly. We all need to boost our cybersecurity. Update your devices, use strong, unique passwords, and always be careful about what you click or download.
Great advice, Alex. User awareness is key to combating these sophisticated threats. Stay safe out there, everyone.
Hey, Jamie. Great to be back. Have you noticed how fewer young people seem to be reading or watching the news these days?
Oh, absolutely, Alex. It's a huge trend, and honestly, a bit worrying. It feels like they're just switching off.
Right? Well, our story today dives into exactly that. Journalism explores new futures amidst rising youth news avoidance. It's about how news organizations are trying to figure out how to reconnect.
Exactly. And the core issue is that many young people find traditional news just too much, stressful, negative, or even frustrating. They're looking for something different.
Totally. So this company, Shipstead, has an innovation lab called NLab. They've spent over 3 years talking to young people, mostly those under their early 30s who are avoiding the news.
Wow, 3 years. That's a lot of dedicated research. What did they find out about what young audiences actually want from journalism?
Well, a big insight is that young people want news to be responsible and help bring people together. They've grown up seeing a lot of division, and they hope news can be a positive, unifying force.
That makes so much sense. They don't want more negativity. They want solutions and connection. It's not that they don't care, but they want news that builds bridges, not walls.
Precisely. And they also asked about artificial intelligence. While many see the benefits of AI in news, they also have concerns about its bigger impact on society.
Right. So it's about listening to these voices. It's vital for journalism to change how it delivers news to fit how young people actually consume information today.
Exactly. It's all about making news relevant and engaging again for the next generation. A challenging but super important mission.